transfer is available to Q, F, and
We got the same watch.
transfer to the Q47 and LaGuardia Lake 7 service to LaGuardia Airport.
No, he was camera. I just so now to go on the other side of this, streaming is basically films.
Because in you can say everything. It's good to get together. I will make him out of it. So what attracted you to the Casio watch?
I actually had a calculator Casio watch in high school, junior and senior year. It broke.
I know. People are gonna have to fight for them. I feel like I was so
Oh, you guys did so good today. That's awesome.
So you had a Casio?
Yep.
That's awesome.
It broke, the battery died. I was looking for another Casio, and this one has lasted since second year of college, which would be in 2017, up till now. Never changed the battery, never did any maintenance, and it's like my go-to watch. Yeah.
So how did you first find out about Casio watches?
Well, honestly, it was through a clothing brand. They had Casio watches. I didn't grow up with them because I was born in '97, and it was only through this clothing brand that I found out Casio, and then I did some research, and that's where I got my calculator watch, and then this one I got. I think I got this one either from eBay or Amazon. Yeah.
So how did you first find out about a Casio?
Oh man, like a decade ago, I had a buddy that had the reverse, like the all gold, and he was like, "Go on Amazon," and this is my third one. I've taken them off. I ran over one with a lawnmower, and all that came off was this. These are great. I shower with it on every single day. I don't take it off. It's my favorite. I'd rather have this than a Rolex, honestly, but love this thing.
So how did you first hear about Casio watches?
From a street vendor. I actually was at a street fair and I saw it and I liked the look of the face, so I bought it.
What do you like about it?
I like the size, that it's very easy to read. I like having all the numbers on it. I've had this for a while, obviously, but...
Do you want your camera's rolling? So, how did you first find out about Casio?
I saw my friend with the same type of watch, and then I was like, "Where'd you get it from?" So he didn't know, he didn't have the exact place, but once they told me, I was like, you know what? One day I'm gonna get that watch. And the girlfriend that I was dating, she bid for it on eBay.
And what do you like about it?
I like the style. I like the aesthetic. It's calm. It's pretty chill. I like the gold. Gold is a nice touch, but it's not too big or bold. And it's functional. You can put in numbers with it. You can do calculations. It's pretty awesome.
So, how did you first find out about Casio watches? Okay, so when did you first find out about Casio watches?
I bought originally a version of this watch when I first moved to New York and I had my first internship because I needed a watch all the time, and I've worn the exact same watch now for 9 years.
And what do you like about Casio watches?
It's affordable and reliable, stylish, I think.
wife's name in the film?
Veronica.
Why is your watch on the other side of your arm?
Because I'm a carpenter and I break them all the time.
Interesting. So, how did you first hear about Casio watches?
I just got one as a gift a long time ago, I guess.
And what do you like about it?
They're almost indestructible.
Did you ever do anything to it that you were like, holy moly, it survived?
It survived.
What did you do to it?
I've had to send it back a few times to get repaired.
That's so cool. Thank you so much for being here. How did you first hear about Casio watches?
Oh, when I was younger. I had them as a kid. I had a few of them when I was in elementary school, up until as an adult. And I actually got this one when I became a railroader, because this is the only watch we can have.
And what do you like about it?
Durability, lasts a very long time.
And about how long did you first hear about it?
Sure. About the late 90s. 98, 99, around that time.
Want to give your name?
Oh, it's Jamel. My name is Jamel.
How did you first hear about Casio watch? So probably there was else knowledge with the one that you are wearing right now. It is like trying to put one I knew about, but I never bought one when I was about an adult until I saw this one. Someone that I really liked it. So for me, it's kind of unique and original. The transparent wrist, this that. I think it's amazing. What do you like about the other watches for me to get like the money? That's a good question. I guess it's not a new watch. It's a watch that everyone knows about. It's something that the rich people would wear. It's just a simple watch, but at the same time, it's also that I was committed to cool. I'll give me your first name. I got it. Right here.
Okay, so when was the first time you heard about Casio watches?
Oh man, a long time ago. A while ago, and I just wanted an all-around daily driver that you have to change batteries every single year. I used to have a Sunto, and every year I would spend like $20-something, and having somebody change it for me. And I was pretty tired of that, so I went onto the Casio website and got this bad boy, which is the solar with atomic times. Love this watch.
And what do you like the most about Casio watches?
They're great for the price. I mean, this guy cost me $100, and I think that any other watch brand with these features will charge way more. But to me, I wear this watch daily, and I think that with all the abuse I give it, it still looks as great as when I took it out of the box.
And you want to tell me your first name?
My name is Louis.
When did you first hear about Casio watches?
I mean, since I was a kid, Casio was always a big thing, the watches. You had the one with the dial with the numbers. They also had the model that would change, that the RF for the TVs. Yeah, back in the 90s, man. 90s, baby.
And what do you like about Casio watches?
They're good, comfortable, nice, light, sleek.
And can you tell me your first name?
Tito.
Okay, rolling again. So how did you first hear about Casio watches?
I was 10 years old when I had my first one. I was in Senegal, and then my aunt asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I told her a watch. She got me one, and I kept it on for a very long time.
And what do you like the most about Casio watches?
They're simple, easy to wear, and yeah, I can just pick it up anytime. I can have I can have time at any moment, and it's consistent. I don't have to really change the battery so often, so yeah, love it.
Cool. And can you tell me your first name?
My first name is Usman.
When did you first hear about Casio watches?
When I was like 8 years old, like 10 years ago.
And what do you like about Casio watches?
They're simple. They don't attract too much attention. Just I don't know. I just like them. It's just simple.
And can you tell me your first name?
Oscar.
How did you first hear about Casio watches?
In the 80s, I had a Casio watch, and it was simple. I had the calculator watch. Awesome. That was the future right there. Do your cheat on your mouth test with the calculator watch, and I found this recently, and it's not expensive. I got the G-Shock, and then I have one that's black and red tone, and then an all red one and a blue one. So that's my Casio story.
And what do you like most about Casio watches?
Simplicity. Very simple. You have, if it's dark, you have a little light. Press the light on the top left. You see the time, you see the date, all together, and it just keeps time. Simple.
And can you tell me your first name?
Avi.
Hey, when did you first hear about Casio watches?
When I was 8 years old. That was my first smartphone, a smart watch.
And what do you like about Casio watches?
They are very classic, and they give me the time. That's all I need from a watch.
So when did you first hear about Casio?
When did I first hear? When I was a kid. When they came out with the calculator, the digital calculators.
And what do you like about them?
The fact that I can cheat wearing a watch. When I had to do my math test.
And you want to tell us your first name?
George.
So how did you first hear about Casio watches?
My friend gave it to me.
And what do you like about it?
It's the way, the time.
When did you first hear about Casio watches?
Like 4 to 5 years back.
And what do you like about it?
I like about the quality. You can wear it on any seasons like winter, summer.
Do you have any funny stories to tell about them?
Not much, but I played with this watch a lot in winter time, since snowfall. Nothing happened.
Cool. And do you want to tell us your first name?
Sudagar.
So when did you first hear about Casio watches?
The Casio name goes way back for me. I'm a musician, and I remember when they came out with the first synthesizers, probably in the 70s.
And what do you like about Casio watches?
Oh, I've always liked that they were originators of digital concept. They're easy to read and comfortable.
And do you have any funny stories about them?
I remember that I had a Casio watch once, which I left at a performance I was doing, and I went and redid the performance the next year, and they gave it back to me.
And do you want to tell us your name and what you do?
Richard Kuzami. I'm a musician and civic activist.
So how did you first hear about Casio watches?
I used to sell Casio watches. I used to be a major dealer of Casio watches back in the 80s.
And what do you like about Casio watches?
They're punctual, they're succinct, they're cheap, and they do their work and they last forever.
So other than your salesmanship of them, do you have any funny stories about them?
Funny stories? Yeah. I dropped one traveling. I left it on top of the car, and literally, it's not a commercial, it literally fell down. And I came back. Cars went over it, everything went over it, picked it up, it worked. And that was the $799 cheap model.
And can you tell us your name and what you do?
My name is Ralph Abitan, and I am a data consulting and installer.
When did you first hear about Casio watches?
Probably when I was a kid. My dad wore them.
And what do you like about them? What do you like about them?
They're fashionable, they're comfortable, and easy to use.
And do you have any funny stories about them?
I just want to be able to support. Not particularly, no.
And you want want to tell us your first name?
Benjamin.
So how did you first hear about Casio watches?
My father got me my first one because it's almost indestructible for this one.
And what do you like about it?
How the screen is protected.
The Sabrina?
I don't like it when I get a brand new watch and I scratch the fast in the first day because I'm a rough guy.
And do you have any funny stories about it?
Which one do you want more information about?
I tend to leave this at my friend's house for a year and then come back for it like if it's a brand new watch. It's just the date is off.
Finding plants.
And can you tell us your name and what you do?
My name is Quinn and I'm a gardener here at Brooklyn Botanic Garden.
When did you first hear about Casio watches?
When I was little.
And what do you like about them?
I think they're durable. They're durable.
Do you have any funny stories about them?
No, I don't.
And you want to tell us your first name?
Boris.
So how did you first hear about Casio watches?
I actually don't remember. I bought this watch on eBay in high school. I think because I saw someone who had a Casio watch and I was like, that looks cool. And so then I looked it up and found it on eBay and just bought it.
What do you like about Casio watches?
I like that it's digital and that it's like has the metal band and I think it just like looks kind of like vintage and cool.
Do you have any funny stories about it?
I feel like I get a lot of compliments on this watch, not to brag, but people always comment on the Casio.
And can you tell us your name?
Tatum.
How did you first hear about Casio watches?
I don't know, I mean, since I was a kid.
And what do you like about it?
It's very popular in Nepal. It's very popular in Nepal. I like everything about it. It's just classic. That's it.
And do you have any funny stories about it?
Not really. I wish. Not really.
And can you tell us your name?
Shaswat.
So how did you first hear about Casio watches?
I heard it from my cousin, and I thought it looked really cool, and I got it for my birthday.
And what do you like about Casio watches?
I like how simple it is. It's just a cool design overall, to be honest.
And do you have any funny stories about it?
No, I just bring it everywhere I go, in the shower, and wherever I go, I'm wearing it. That's pretty much it.
Can you tell us your name?
My name is Jaime.
So how did you first hear about Casio watches?
My partner.
And what do you like about them?
It does everything I want to watch to do, and it's got a neat little map on it.
And do you have any funny stories about it?
I don't think so. I have co-workers have gotten it after I got it. We all agree that it's a good watch, but that's all.
So how did you first hear about Casio?
Oh, I've had this watch for many years. I've changed the batteries several times. Not me, but the watch people.
And what do you like about it?
It's pretty accurate. It tells the time. It's got the date. Okay, it has the daylight savings time, but that never works. No matter what. And on any digital watch I've ever had, the daylight savings time never works. You always have to reset it, but it's easy to reset, no problem.
And do you have any funny stories about it?
No.
And can you tell us your name?
Sam.
So how did you first hear about Casio?
I know that this watch, they ran over it with a truck and it didn't break, so that's one of the reasons I bought it.
You have Sam Adams? So that was going to be my next question. If you have any funny stories about it.
No, so I don't.
We're going to keep you
Modelo. For work, and especially since you're in the hospitality industry, I don't want to wear anything too crazy. So this is like, I know this watch is going to last me a lifetime, and they didn't cost me an arm and a leg.
And do you want to tell us your name?
Charlie.
All right, so how did you first hear about Casio watches?
Probably the 1970s.
And what do you like about them?
Well, they're hideously inexpensive, and they work. And you can read their what do you call the face of that? There's a name. My other watch got lost, so
the subway, went there, said, that's the one I want, and I was the best watch I've ever